Welcome to Motivated Results. So I teased my leg max effort work out on Instagram, so I thought I'd show you guys a video of the results. Showing you guys my quick warm up here. Here what I do is just basically work on some tire areas, lay on it for a minute, make sure that I can really break them down by putting my weight on it. Then I move on to the dough rolling phase, if you will. That's when I've kind of rolled the whole back, make sure I get all the areas, make sure I really kind of break a little bit of the tension from 6 hours plus of sleeping. From there, I kind of move on to the glutes here, making sure they're all nice and primed. Insert joke there. And then afterwards, I continue to work on the lower body. As you can tell here, I really start with the quads, really work on the front, the top, if you will, the front area, whatever you want to call it. Then work on primarily the outer quads. I feel like I need a lot more work on the outer quads. You're going to notice that a couple areas here I really stop and hold it and really try to put as much pressure from my legs as I can. That allows me to really work on that outer quad, and it hurts like a mofo. I already did the hamstrings, which I didn't show you guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's really hard to put a lot of weight on the hamstrings because of the position. But whatevs. Shout out to Brandon Campbell from Campbell Fitness. I saw this on one of the videos he was working on a little bit more mobility. On this piece, I'm going down into a squat position, and then as I'm on the bottom with a kettlebell there, I am pressing my knees out. I need to get my hips a little bit more range of motion, get a little bit more range of motion in my hips. So when I'm doing the sumo squats, I'm a little bit more open. Here's a yoga pose you might or might not have seen in the past. I believe it's called half moon. I'm sure I'm going to get corrected on this. But basically, you go into a lunge, you put your hand next to your foot, and then you press out into that leg, opening up the hips. At the same time, you bring your chest out, allowing you to get a little bit more extension there. I decided to add a little bit more of a back cam. Back cam. What up? So here is a basic warm-up set. This is 135 in the bar. I decided to cut a lot of the sets out. Originally, this video was going to be 12 minutes, and I said that's ridiculous. So I cut a lot of the stuff out. If you guys want longer videos, let me know. I think the shorter format works for most people. I'm sure you are subscribed to a number of different channels, and so one more is a little harder to keep track of. So that works for most people. But if you want longer, let me know. This working set, I'm just really trying to work on making sure everything is primed, making sure my technique is correct, making sure really that I'm pressing off of the ground. That's the one big thing that I'm really working on. Then I moved on to 185. That first set, by the way, was 9 reps. 185, I think I'm doing this for, I don't know. Count along, people. Count along. One thing I will say is that the mental game, the mental aspect of this workout, max effort workouts, is really the big thing. I'm really looking at this technique here. Sorry. 4, was that 4 reps? Whatever. So really, technique is really my big thing here. So I really want to make sure that I get it right. I think towards the end, I could see where I'm slipping, and towards the end, I could see where form is degrading, and I think it ends up being more of a pulling exercise versus a pushing off of the ground, even though it really is a pulling exercise, so whatever. 2 sets of, what was that, 225? Here, moving up to, was that 225? No, because I think I cut a couple. Whatever, go back and look at the weights. Here, I actually have 3 plates plus 2 10s, so 355. I think this is probably a 1 rep. Boom. See, that was a little bit more of a pull. I would have liked a little bit more explosiveness off of the hips, and then allow the rest of it to follow through. Here we have 25s and 2 10s, or 25s and a 10. So you do the math. Do the math with me. 85, 385. So this is my previous 1 rep max. So not bad. I feel like either I need to go up with a little bit more hips that way, and I didn't get it. And I was pretty pissed off about that, to be honest with you. This is something that I don't show you guys often. There's my phone. I need to silence that. I do these in the middle with the dumbbell just to open up the hips a little bit. in between sets, especially max effort work. I allow myself a little bit more breathing room in between. But back to my previous conversation. 185 again. Boom. It was okay. It's a little sloppy, to be honest with you. I didn't like it, but, you know, whatever. Here is 190. Those are 2.5 at the end. So this would be my new 1 rep max. I didn't want to do 2 sets of 185. I decided to just try to throw more weight on the bar. Let's see how we do. That was bad. That was a really bad rep. Although I got the weight up, you can see my back bowed a little bit. I'm going to show you guys the rep again. I'm not very happy with it, to be honest with you. And a little bit of that seems to me like I either need to start off with higher hips, because see how low I start? I start really low, and then when the weight goes up, they shoot up right away, and then I start off from there. It almost seems like I wonder if I start off a little higher as I would on a traditional deadlift, I wonder if that would be an issue. This is the same set, by the way, guys. I didn't do 3 of these. Just kind of reassuring my lack of technique. But anyways, food for thought, things to work on, things to kind of, improve. Questions, comments, let me know. I appreciate the subs and views, and we'll see you guys next time. Needs work.